Hey everyone, so with this video we're going to be doing a voiceover, see how that works out since these drone videos are silent. I might try and put some music in, or maybe I'll play around with that later on in future videos, but I figured it'd be kind of nice to have some information on the background. So we're mowing down corn stalks with a Farmall 55. The intent is to plow up some of the ground for some more drone footage later on. Um, the weather that day that I took this, it was like 20-mile-an-hour winds, and was, I believe, probably in the 40s for temperature. But that's why the drone's bumping around a lot, and you'll see throughout the video that it doesn't want to move in a certain direction, and that's because the headwind was so strong that I couldn't get it to shoot ahead. Um, you can see here I didn't have the mower set right. I'll fix that. Yep, there we go. So anyways, little information. The drone is a DJI Mini 3, um, and I was initially going to do this to try and do the tracking function so that I wouldn't have to run the remote control, and I found out at this point that I believe I have to go up one model to the Pro version in order to get tracking. So I'll manually be trying to keep this up, which isn't too bad. It's not like I'm going fast or going to be running into anything out there. Um, so yeah, few more things, I guess. It's a Farmall 55 tractor, a 7-foot bush hog mower. It's fairly old, but it's pretty reliable. It's gone through several tail wheels. It probably needs another one. Um, the pallet forks are a Berlon and fairly stout. I I'm not a big fan of the front portion of it with the dealer name and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to look through. And then I believe it's an L610 loader on there. So for this video, the corn stalks aren't a big draw on the tractor. I was only running about 1500 RPM. Probably the second range, probably second or third gear going through the field, so not too fast. Um, little bit about these 55 series. They're the lower end of the Case IH tractor line. They're made in Turkey. Basically, everything on it is metric. Um, and this is the deluxe model. So it's got the power shuttle, it's got the 12-speed, it's got the buddy seat in it. It did not come with the loader for third valve function, but I added that after the fact. And I'll probably do a video on those later on. Um, it is not what I thought it would be. There was a lot of work in it. It is not. The fittings are ISO, but they are not going to fit up with any other fittings that you normally use. So, but we'll cover that in a different video. Yeah, and it has the high-speed road package, so it'll do about 20 miles an hour down the road. Overall quality of the tractor, I like it. There is a lot of plastic in it, and a lot of it seems pretty sturdy, but there are some things on there that are extremely flimsy, like the handle for the rear window. I am basically afraid to use the rear window because I don't want to break that handle, and it just feels like the cheapest, you know, toy plastic in the world. So I may do a project later on where we upgrade the handle on there so I can use it. Not that I want to use it a lot. I mean, it's got, heat and AC, so I don't really need the window to be open. And then the external toolbox, which is on the left-hand side of the loader, I removed that because it is also a extremely cheap piece of plastic that looks like it's going to break in 2 seconds, especially if you leave it out in the sun for any time. So I removed that and I put a custom heavy-duty metal box that I fabricated. And then, so the steps you can get in from the left or right-hand side of the tractor if you want. Basically, the right-hand side is almost useless with the loader valve there, and I have a display down there. So I just locked the right-hand door and I removed the step because every picture I've ever seen of a Farmall 55 has a bent right-hand step. So by removing it, it basically, gives me an extra step if I bend the left one. And then, well, as you can see in this video right here, there's a red step that I put on there that I had extra that's high up. So if I have to, I can step up there, get up on the top of the cab or something like that. Not that I really need to. Yeah, it's a fairly nice tractor, fairly fuel efficient. I like the power shuttle. Um, it is a wet clutch, so if it's cold out, it takes a while for it to warm up. It's a little spongy feeling initially when you're warming up from a cold start. These do not come with the block heater from the factory. You have to have that installed as a kit by the dealer. When they installed mine, they literally ran the cable out, drilled 2 holes in the right-hand step, and just screwed it into the right-hand step. And then it is not a 3-prong household plug like you would see on the older tractors that goes into a heating element. It is a separate plug it's a different 3-prong that plugs into the tractor, and then that goes into a household 3-prong that you can plug into your machine shed or whatever. So it is also made out of plastic, and I'm not a big fan of it, but it starts fairly well in the cold, so I don't really use it too much. Now, I'll try and get some video later on. These tractors do not sound the greatest when they start up. They sound like they're knocking. They don't sound like a lot of the competitors that sound what I would consider more like a diesel engine starting up and what they sound like. But once you get them warmed up and you get them running, they seem to sound all right. This one is a Category 2 rear hitch. However, you could get them, I believe, with Cat 1 or Cat 2 balls that are double punched. I'm gonna go down that path at some point because I don't like using the bushings to swap between my Cat 1, Cat 2 implements. Trying to think of what other modifications I've done on this. As you can see, I've got a GPS receiver on there for display so I can record coverage and other fun things. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. I'll hopefully have some more videos of this in operation, see what it's all about, see what I can do with it. I hope to do some plowing with it in the future, maybe do some disc mowing, different things like that. So we'll let the rest of the video continue here.